Hi guys, welcome back to our Scorcher here in Melbourne. 37 or 38 Celsius back to back. So let's walk around and see how it feels. How it really feels at Fruitopia. Okay, my back's burning. Well, I've done the best I can to put everything under cover. Not everything, but what I was able to. I know many of these can take the sun. The fig tree, of course, loves the heat and the hot sun, as do I. I love it. Check out our video from the beach yesterday here in Melbourne. You'll see how much we love the hot sun. They say that Longan loves the hot sun too. Well, I'm testing it in direct sun. The old leaves are coming off. The old leaves are scorched. Well, they've been scorched for quite a while, not just today. So it's 1:30 in the afternoon, currently 37 Celsius, and looks like this might be just a little too hot for this longan. This young lychee seems not to mind getting its new growth, but with the same familiar look on its old leaves. But they've been there for months. This didn't come today. It's been scorched like this since winter, probably from last summer's hot sun. The young mulberry is doing fine, right? Jabuticaba, the new growth, is fine. It's hard to know which one can take the heat more than the other one, because there's no instructions on the labels, guys. Nothing. It's your guess is as good as mine. It's all a matter of trial and error. White Sapote seedling absolutely loving the hot sun, even down to this small guy here. Look at that. He's not disturbed at all. These are seedlings. I placed the reed under part shade yesterday in preparation for today's onslaught of heat. So it's getting some light, but not what it was getting before, which was about 4 hours of direct sunlight in the morning, morning sun. Now it's getting about 2 hours of morning sun and 0 late afternoon sun, which is what it was getting at around between 4 and 7 p.m. right when the sun was right there. So now I've blocked that on that side, and the morning sun has been halved. So no drooping leaves like it was getting before. Seems happy. But still working on trying to figure out what's wrong with this Sherwood jujube. He's not happy. He's not happy with the heat. He's not happy with the cold. He started sulking about a week or two after I picked him up from dailies back in October, like a month before any heat. He was like that when we had temperatures in the teens and early 20s, low 20s. He's getting a lot of sun. It would probably benefit from some protection as well, like this. But well, I don't know what to do with the Sherwood jujube. That's that one there. Oh, you can't see there. There you go. That's better. It's definitely not related to the weather we're having today. It's been like that for 10 weeks. Don't know what's wrong. He gets watered, right? He's raised. Don't know. And all the sooks, well, almost all of them, are getting protected under the persimmon and white sapote. These two trees here, right? Big time sooks under here. These are all tropical, every one of them, or subtropical. I put the rose apple under here today. That was in full sun until this morning. It's doing so well. See the new growth? I don't want to stuff it up by burning him in the hot sun. So I really cherish this tree. So I don't want to lose it from a boo-boo. Oops, I just got the warning was that the phone overheated. So to take it in the house and let it cool off for half an hour. I'm back. Yeah, so lots and lots of tropicals here. A huge range. I'm not going to go through them all now, but there's still a few in the sun, like that Rollinia there. And two Rollinias actually, side by side there in almost full sun, partial sun. That'll be fine. The Achacha and the Abiu I have under the shade, under the custard apple. It's amazing how quick the positive results from putting it in the shade on the Abiu. Immediately new growth, straight away, within 24 hours. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm trying to keep the phone out of the sun. Look at the Achacha. The new growth is burning, even in part shade. It wants 100% shade, not part shade. Look, these leaves are only a couple of weeks old, and they're already scorched. So I'm gonna have to move this. Look, I'm gonna have to. These are all new leaves. I'm gonna have to move this away from this protected area because it's still getting too much light. Can you believe it? Can you believe how sensitive these guys are? Amazing. I also noticed instant results when I moved the mango seedlings under the pomelo tree. Look, that popped up. See the new growth? The next day. Same here. New growth on all of them. And on the star apple, where is it? That popped out from the side. See if I can focus. That little guy there. That little side shoot. See that guy there? He popped out as soon as I put the tree in the shade. Wow, sensitive. Really sensitive, aren't they? Huh? I think he needs more shade too. Gee, they all need more shade. But guys, I'm running out of shade. That's why I planted the jamun, the jambulan. But it's going to take 3-4 years, maybe 5 years, to completely cover this area with shade. So I left out the Indian guava. What's that one there? Cherry moya. Sophia, the black sapote there, left that out. The sweet tamarind, which has got new growth all along. I'm going to do a separate video on these guys here. They're looking marvelous. And the blackberry jam fruit, they're all out in full sun, together with the jamun. the phone's overheating again. The other ones I left out in full sun, no protection, were Panama berry, 2 Barbados cherry, Suriname, not Suriname, acerola, allspice, papaya, little banana, what's it called, the guava here, a guava, let's say, another guava there, 2 different guavas. Yeah, I left them all out together with the amla. I'm not sure if amla can take full sun. So far it's not sooking, it's just holding on. There's another angle of all the sooks under part shade behind that green sapote, which is doing great. I cleared all the tiny little seedlings from here and put them underneath the jabuticaba. Well, not all of them, but half of them are under here, getting mostly protected. The other half I put in the greenhouse, and I'm sure they're gonna be grateful and thankful that I brought them in here. But I don't have enough room in here for everyone, guys. Look, I'm carrying out an experiment. A very long experiment, which you will find out about in the coming days. I'm going to keep you guys in suspense. There is some room here where I can put them for protection, right? But then I have to carry them out when it rains next week, and then back in here when it's hot again. I don't want to be doing that all summer. That's why I put them under the trees. So the temperature here in the other greenhouse in the shade is 40.5, 103.5 Fahrenheit at 2 in the afternoon. Yeah. And that's with the door open, right? It's all empty. Everyone's out. Been out since October. There's another family of sooks underneath the Tangelo tree, right? For shade. And here too, underneath the fig tree. I'm even protecting the loquat seedlings, which are massive. They're like almost 5 feet tall. They're getting sunburned too. They're underneath a plum tree. Right? They got scorched just in one day of temperatures above 33, 32. That Native American pawpaw is doing okay, but it's getting a lot of shade from this plum, whereas this pawpaw has been in full sun all day and he's suffering a little bit. He'll be okay. But now he's going to get shaded. It's almost late afternoon. Yeah, it's very hot, guys. Very hot. Whew. It's fine for the longan, the 2 longans here. Those 2 there. They love direct sun when they're semi-established. The ones I showed you before in our pots, not so well. I moved them under cover, by the way. Put them under here, in between the phone cooling down, the longan and 2 of the jabuticabas. Picatin is suffering, but should recover all the droopiness from the sun. I brought all the camellia cuttings from the front yard to the back here to let it break down, and I can pick as I want. It's just under the bananas there and under the reed here. The poor old reed. It's also drooping, but I haven't watered it for about 4 or 5 days, so he's a bit thirsty. There's some more tropical sooks under cover. Oh geez. Shepherd, avocado. Yep. A couple of the yellow jabuticabas. Miracle berry, miracle fruit. Down there, and it's got a lot of new growth. The mangosteen, purple mangosteen, and a couple of oh gee, I've forgotten. I have to look at the label. Imbi plants, which don't like the heat. These guys don't like direct sun, hot sun, and they don't like being overwatered. Super fussy. And here I've got the cinnamon, Tahiti variety of black sapote with all the new growth, right? And there you can see that mulch again from the camellia. And since we're here, we take another reading out in the open, in the shade, under the ice cream bean tree. What do we got here? Under the shade, 37.5, almost 38. Amazing, huh? What a scorcher. As for the mangoes from Dailies, this one looks like it's going to kick the bucket. It's the second Num Doc May that's going downhill. I lost one back in September. I don't know why it's happening again. Let's go and check out the other mangoes. I put it in the shade here because it was in full sun, right? There we are. All the other mangoes are doing just fine. No sooking at all. The allspice, very happy. The black sapote, the oh gee, my eyesight. The Mar variety, doing good in ground. And then we have about 10 or 12 mangoes all in a row. The cucumbers are suffering in the direct sun, but they come back as soon as it gets dark. Chompu longan there is loving the heat, not a problem. It's in the ground. So we've got all these mangoes. Some of them have got sunburn on the new tips, like this one here. You would think mango can take the hot sun, right? So I don't know why this one is soaking. See that? That's a Brooks Late, one of the last ones I got back in early spring. Yeah, so he's burnt. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna leave him in the sun. He should be able to take it. Gosh, it's a mango. Grafted mango. This is not a seedling. It's old wood, right? Someone was telling me old wood can take the hot sun. Seedlings can't. The phone is really burning up. I can hardly hold it in my hands. So that's just a gist of all the mangoes back here and other various plants. There's a persimmon in the ground. There's a lychee there in the pot. I think that's another amla there. I got another Barbados cherry in a pot. About 2 or 3 cherry moyas. There's a lot of different ones back there. These are all full on tropical. The best of my best collection. All in full sun. Most of them are grafted. So let's do a walk through real quick. As you can see, they're all fine. If anything, the loquat is showing a little bit of heat stroke or heat damage. right? This is a grafted loquat in ground. Look, it's freaking out. And I've got a few, oh, it's very hot here. Oh my gosh. The Sapote, Ross Sapote, peanut butter fruit, Sapote, grafted. It's just too hot, guys. I've got to walk through. The Dwarf Macadamia. This is the custard apple, African Pride, and the Rollinia. Let's not forget the Rollinia, right? It's getting chewed though. Its leaves are getting chewed by some critter, which I'm not happy about. So this is the other side, or the other opposite view of Mango Alley and various other plants on a scorching 38 Celsius day in Melbourne, the last day of 2021. All right, guys, that's all for now. Whew. We've got some bananas that are almost ready there, and some bananas in the front. I'll be making a video on those bananas. We'll be cutting them down together. Got the laundry line. Let's go and check the temperature in the house. Oh. Now you understand why I like going to the beach after spending a lot of time in this heated, oh my gosh, what do I call it? Oven. All right. Oh. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Everyone tells me, but it comes at a cost, guys. A lot of heat and a few dead ducks along the way. All right, let's have a look at the temperature in the house. Whew. 38 outside, and in here it's, ooh, I like that, 23 Celsius. Lovely. Pump it, guys. Pump it. Woo! All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that video and you got something out of it like I did. We'll see you from the next video. And don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye.